Hi everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day. I thought today I would do Irish soda bread. One of my favorite things. My mom loves it too. You're gonna cube, I have the recipe down below and on my blog if you guys wanna watch it there in the recipe, but you're gonna cube 3 tablespoons of butter, cold, and you're just gonna smush it in between your hands and the dry ingredients. So the dry ingredients are flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, sugar. I like my Irish soda bread a little sweet. I know traditionally it's not that way, but I like it that way, so I do a half a cup of sugar in mine. Also, the secret ingredient is orange zest. Gives it a little bit of lift and makes it taste so yummy. Also, I do raisins. I like golden raisins, but of course regular raisins are fine. You can use sultanas, you can use craisins, dried cherries, whatever you want. But I love raisins and apricots, and sometimes Trader Joe's has their candied orange peel. So good. You cut that up and put that in. But that's about it really. It's just so easy. It takes about 30-35 minutes to bake, and you're gonna love it. So here we go. So I'm just squishing up, they call it cutting in the butter to the flour. Just takes a little bit of time. Buttermilk, an egg, and that's it. Honestly, it's so easy. Super ingredient. It's nice to have a bread. Hope you guys are doing fun stuff today. Some went to the parade. I haven't done that in years. Our town used to have one growing up. It was the best. But we never went into Boston because it was always absolutely crazy. So I would just do small town parades, but our town doesn't do parade, a St. Patty's Day parade. Our town's really small, so we don't get to do that, but we celebrate in other ways, you know, eating corned beef and cabbage and making Irish soda bread. So, all right. And the thing is, you don't have to do it in the blender, you do it with your hands. So you just cut the butter into the flour, then you add the wet ingredients. This is really messy with your hands. So the wet ingredients are buttermilk and an egg. And I just, to do the apricots, just a tip, you buy them like this, right? So I do about 1/3 of a cup of each fruit, and it's about 6 or 7 of these chopped up. And then you always toss them in flour so they don't sink to the bottom of the bread, the raisins and the apricots. And that's it. So it's that simple. So we're gonna pour in the wet ingredients. This is the messy, yucky part. It's very wet. So if you can, try to use one hand, putting it in. And then it forms a bit of a ball, but a sticky ball. So you don't really have to knead this bread. I do like 4 or 5 times. I just pull it out, chop it in flour just to make it not so sticky. That's really kind of why I do it. You get a cookie sheet with parchment paper so it doesn't stick too much to the cookie sheet. And that's about it. I'll show you the wet ball that it comes in. See, it's sticky. This is like, looks like that. So you just, that's how quick it comes together. Just put a little bit of flour down on your table, and you take the sticky dough. That's how quick it comes together, you guys, I'm telling you. It's so fast and so easy. And you probably have the ingredients in your house. And if you don't have buttermilk from the store, make your own buttermilk. It's a tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar to 1 cup. So 1 cup of milk is 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So I'm sure you have vinegar in your house, even if you don't have a lemon. And if you have regular milk, that's all you do. All right, I'm just taking this out, tossing them, look at 5-6 times, that's about it. And it makes a perfect like 6.5 inch little roll, little ball roll. I'm gonna show you in a second. Get it off my fingers. Yeah, and this is all you do. So he was a super sticky, look, and that's it. You just roll them in flour. You don't have to knead it. Some people, you know, they knead, because that's like a different kind of bread with yeast you want to rise. This is it. So he's just a little ball. You know how cute he is? Look at him. So cute. All right, so we're gonna, guys, forgot the fruit. Oh my God. Fruit's the best part. Okay, it's going back in. All right. Do the fruit. It's me chatting away. All right. And, okay, fruit is in. It's all smushed up. Alrighty. Here we go again. Yeah. A little bit more flour. Back on the board. Okay. And we're gonna cut an X in the top of the bread. You do a cross, they call it a cross for Ireland. And you poke it 4 times. You cut a cross in it and then you poke it 4 times in each one in each little section to let the fairies out. And that is just Irish folklore, to let the fairies out so they don't curse your bread and make your bread terrible. So it's just a fun little thing. My son loved it when he was little and we'd make it. Now I'm like, you want to help me make it? He's like, nah, Ma. He's too old. He's a teenager. They're no fun anymore. When they're little, they're fun and cute. When you're teenagers, you know. You know if you have them what they're like. Okay. Here we go. So now, fruit's all in there. Pop it on the cookie sheet with parchment. My camera's supposed to be following me. He's not following me. All right. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick and wash my hands. Okay, I'm back. Clean hands. All right. So this is what it looks like on your sheet. And what you do is you take your knife and you just cut. Don't cut all the way through, but you cut pretty deep, almost all the way through. So 1, and we're gonna go down the other way. It's easier when my hubby films these. But he's not home and I wanted to get this done for you guys. So yeah, so you cut across, you go almost all the way through. And then you poke each section to let the fairies out so they don't curse your bread. And that's it. Oh, you know what? Sorry, one extra thing I do, again, because I like it sweet, just a tablespoon of melted butter, brushed over the top. I know some people, traditional Irish soda people, are freaking out right now. What are you doing? But you know what? I like it that way. I make it that way. This with a cup of tea. Oh, right? Irish breakfast tea. Stronger than English breakfast. So yummy. All right, just gonna make that cross a little deeper. I don't think I went deep enough. Holding the tray sideways for you guys. Okay, so not only do I do a little bit of melted butter, a little sanding sugar. And if you don't have sanding sugar, just use regular sugar. If you like it sweet. If you don't like it sweet, don't do this at all. You don't have to brush an egg on the top or do butter if you don't want. You can just toss it right in. You don't have to. But I like it that way. It's so yummy. Okay, goes in the oven, 375 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And then you're gonna have hot, warm Irish soda bread for dinner or for a snack or for whatever you prefer. Oops, trying to pause it. Okay, you guys, it's been 32 minutes it takes in my oven. So anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. But it is done. It looks gorgeous. Look at that. Perfection. You can see the little cross in the middle. Now I gotta wait for it to cool. And then just nice warm bread with some hot Irish butter or French butter, 100% grass-fed. Delicious, delicious. Can't wait. So happy St. Patty's. Enjoy your Irish soda bread.